everybody, it's GuidingHalo here. This is going to be your daily hope for the 20th. Let's find out what's going on. 20th of October, daily hope. So we have the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, Discernment, Clear Vision, Details, card number 9. Seeing clearly. This resonates with yesterday's reading. Looking at the details, that's interesting. We're just going to read this card because there's so much that goes on here with this energy. And it's everything Virgoan included in here with the number 9. It's also wrapping up many things, but using discernment because you can, having clear vision, focusing on the details, making sure that you're not forgetting things or pushing things aside because in some way they may not serve you. Let's read this card, number 9. The Ringmaster of Scrutiny is all about the details. Look closely and pay attention to the smallest elements of what's being presented to you on your path. It's in these details, not the broad strokes, that you'll find the breathtaking beauty and perfection in what you observe. This ally is on your side to point to deeper meaning and what unfolds in your life, and he reminds you that every moment counts. Staying present in this perfect moment, observing the minute things, leads you to manifest your highest good and greatest desires. Grand gestures are for other times. It's the smallest acts that really count now. So this came out upside down actually as a challenger, so let's read that one as well. When the Ringmaster of Scrutiny appears as your challenger, he warns you to observe your situation with discernment and clarity. It's time to see the flaws in the foundations you and others have built under you. It also seems that you may be getting caught up in the details of your dream when really it's time to leave them to the divine. Perhaps you're worrying about the past and the future too much, forgetting that the dream is created in the now time. Often the Ringmaster of Scrutiny also brings a warning to read the fine print and watch for hidden agendas when you're involved with others. So really all of the above. Just really keep your eyes open, your ears open, all that sort of thing. I guess there's another paragraph here. Don't worry, whatever your current challenge, things will be resolved as soon as you cultivate detachment and trust that the details will be taken care of once you turn them over to the divine. The universe has an uncanny way of self-correcting when you get out of your own way. So I believe it's like our thoughts keeping us in that mind frame, or our thoughts, our fears, that's a good way to put it, keeping us in the mind frame of, well, this is all going to happen. Is it, or is it all going to happen? That's a good question, because it's like trying to figure out the reality of what's going on from the dream, the truth as to what's going on between what our fears are telling us and what the actual reality is. Don't look at things worse than they are, and don't look at things better than they are. Just look at things simply as they are. And when you take yourself and looking at things simply as they are, from a knowledge and understanding that you know of what's in front of you, you don't have to paste yourself to an outcome per se. Then the fear can somehow subside and move upwards and onwards away from you. Let's get an angel message with this card. Oh, can't pull it, so can't happen. No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. You see, there's something here, and this card's been coming up quite a bit lately. It's about understanding that biding your time. Does it really serve you to pull the plug based on a fear, or does it really serve you to step out into something without, like, I'm getting to pull the trigger on something, or watching, waiting, and observing. Definitely. That's what's going on here. Waiting, watching, and observing. It's like making decisions, but people's decisions in some way, shape, or form are affecting your world. And do you have a say in the what's going on of right now in this circumstance? The interesting thing is, a lot of people can do a lot and say a lot by their actions, yes, by their words, yes. And if you pay attention to all things that are being said to you, and reading between the lines, if you give somebody enough rope, they will hang themselves eventually. If you also give yourself enough rope, you also will hang yourself. Isn't that interesting? So how do we deal with whatever's going on? We allow the rope to be put out there and stay loyal in the process. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So what have you decided to be loyal and present to? What have you decided to do? And in some way, maybe even hoped for a certain outcome. But I believe this is telling you that just because you're being loyal to a circumstance, or you're trying to demonstrate your devotion and consistency, it doesn't necessarily mean that right now is the time to reap the benefits of that loyalty and consistency. And it's really important to keep your eye on the high vision, the details, the everything. And there's the animal card that came out yesterday is know the truth because you can. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. That was a very important card, obviously, because right now, this is what this is about. It's like stay loyal to your commitments, demonstrate your love through devotion and consistency of being, even if you feel there's more going on behind the scenes. It's about taking really a hermit type approach. I'm going to do what's in front of me, what I've said I'd do, follow through on my commitments. But I don't believe that right now is the time to reap the rewards of your loyalty. I don't know that right now is the time where you will see the rewards of that loyalty. Now is not the time. Conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options. Ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So see, there's something that they're asking you to wait on. And it's almost like I'm getting the feeling like this offer of devotion and consistency, whether to another, even to yourself, or a job, a place, person, thing. This offer here is, yeah, someone just wants the outcome sooner. But your loyalty and demonstration of this really is about you and shows your character. It's not about requiring this of somebody else. This, again, reminds me of yesterday's reading. Let's pull a Spirit of the Animals Oracle card by Jody Bergsma. Patience. You see, now's not the time. So the divine is doing some sort of work in something to actually, I would even say, protect you. It's like protect you from making a false step in a direction that is not of your highest good at this moment. Because it says look into other options. So what is it you're trying to accomplish here with showing your loyalty? This loyalty should be and patience and all of that should be you demonstrating to yourself your ability to be loyal. When you demonstrate to yourself your ability to be present, to be loyal, to offer kindness and caring regardless of what the circumstance, that's where you win. That's where you win every time. If you're looking for someone else's step forward based on your step forward, that there is not giving out of a place of not wanting to receive. And when you want to receive based on what it is you give, then you end up in a circumstance where what? You end up in a circumstance where the lack of patience, the lack of whichever, it's like self-sabotaging behavior. Are you giving because you want the same thing back, or are you giving out of pure loving devotion? I really believe that there's somebody here that could be watching you or doing something that's keeping an eye on the whole thing and keeping tabs, keeping an eye, even making a list, even really focusing in on the details. But now is not the time. Things aren't favorable right now. So there's something going on behind the scenes, I would say, that you aren't aware of. Actually, chances are you are very aware of it. You have an intuitive nudge, a knowing that more is going on than meets the eye. But leave it at that. Leave it at the fact that more is going on than meets the eye. Don't turn the more that's going on than meets the eye into someone cheating on you, someone stabbing you in the back, someone lying to you, someone this, someone that, okay? Because it might not be about you, the more that's going on that meets the eye. Keep that in mind. Could be things that someone needs to tie up in order to bring about a full amount of commitment to another situation, person, place, or thing, job, whichever. Patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So, this loyalty, this reliability, this demonstrates your loving sense of devotion. That's what that is about. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So, who had someone come up to them recently and ask them to be patient? And you're like the ringmaster of scrutiny upside down all day long. It's like, oh, they're asking me to be patient because X, Y, Z. They're asking me this because this is going on, or they're lying to me about this, or maybe they don't want me for the job and they do, but I do, and they're lying to me to hold me off. And well, what if I miss out on other opportunities because X, Y, Z? You see, that's what I'm talking about. There's more going on here than meets the eye, and you know it. But all the things that you let your brain tell you about what's going on, I don't believe is what's going on. It could be that this and that are true. The question is in spite of it all, can you still remain loving, loyal, and have a sense of devotion and consistency of being? So this card came out upside down, which is past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. So if something's keeping you stagnant in your heart or in your emotions, whichever, it's time to, because this was upside down, right? So through the power of love, I believe perhaps that's what you're doing, the loyalty thing, but through the power of love helps you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. So see, what you're doing, what you're needing to be doing is this. This is upside down. So understanding that this here helps you transform your ideas and emotions and feelings about the past. And being patient in some way, shape, or form, if someone's asked you to be patient, is bringing up a lot of concerns from your past, maybe dealing with that same job scenario, that same thing. It's like, I've been through this before. I don't even know if I buy that crap. But I'm telling you, if the divine's keeping you from something here, and the angels are coming in with a message to say, no, wait, be patient, just be loyal, be caring, do as you said you would do, show your concern, that's going to speak volumes, because now is not the time. There's something going on. Know the truth because you can. The truth is not necessarily here to slap you in the emotions. The truth very well may be here to protect you. You're taking it as it hurts me, it's slapping me in the emotions, but the truth is here to protect you. Okay? So how can you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space? Letting the stagnancy go. If you're waiting on something, how can you let the outcome go? Because the sooner you let the outcome go, the faster the divine can get to work. This one came out upright, transformation. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. See, something here is what you're not seeing. There's something you are not seeing. You feel it, but there's something that you're pinning a thought that's wrong. It's like you want to join together the neural pathways and connect and understand the truth of a situation, the truth of yourself, a higher evolving point for whatever situation this is. But in order to transform it, you use the power of love to move through the illusions and shift into awareness. That's interesting. So in transformation, how can we shift into awareness? It's by understanding what's going on and that the divine has absolute perfect timing for all things. So I guess this is pretty much saying to use the power of love. It's not about someone loving you back exactly the same way. It's not about flowing or following through in conditions, you see. And I know there was a comment yesterday about conditions. We live in a conditional life. I agree completely. Everybody will put conditions on every darn thing there is to put conditions on. But when you release the need to put the conditions on things, that's when you step into the now. Things don't need a certain way to be a certain way for you to follow your heart. Things don't need to be a certain way for you to step into power. Really and truly, these are all decisions. My friends, confidence, whether it's in love, in job, in relationship, whatever, confidence is not something that you are. Many times we allow our mind to sit there and give us all these fears and whatever else. Confidence, my friends, is something you be. How can you be confident? By understanding that you are cared for and you are loved. And of the topmost of all of this, understanding that your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. And that, my friends, is for you. It's for your integrity, not for an outcome from somebody else. It should be for your own integrity. You said you'd do something, you do it, plain and simple. Just because somebody else doesn't follow through on their thing, it's not about a reflection on you. You see, that is a reflection on them. It's time to break this thought from the past. This stagnant thing about putting effort out and expecting effort back. If you cannot put effort out and do it as a devotion unto yourself and do it as a devotion unto source, regardless of who the effort and the devotion is towards, remove the person that on the receiving end of this and put yourself there. Because when you do this kind of work, that's you on the receiving end. It's going to heal a past situation and help you allow that energy to transform your own heart space. And in doing so, it shifts you out of illusion and into awareness. You see? It's an absolutely beautiful reading. Following up on yesterday's beautiful reading. Let's get a postcard from Spirit for the 20th of October. Oh, that's flying around. Dearest you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something new, do something different. You don't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We are so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supportive. You see, we are so proud of you for being brave. It doesn't say we're so proud of you because you're brave. Just like we're so proud of you because you're confident. No, it would say we're so proud of you for being confident. You see, being is the verb. Confidence is something you do. It's something that you choose you are going to be. Something that you choose to do. It's not something that you are. It's something that you put yourself into in order to create a trajectory outside of your norm. This is exactly what this is about. It's the same with loyalty. So it's very important message out there. It's important for me, I can tell you that much. It's a very good reminder of what love is. Anything that you do in devotion to divine work should never be for an outcome. Anything you do in devotion to love and life should not be for the outcome, unless the outcome is what shifts your awareness into your own heart space. I love you guys. I hope this resonates. Talk to you again soon.